PPT is visible or not? Please confirm.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, and am I
Yes,
audible?
ma'am, it's visible. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, your voice is
Okay.
audible.
Today we are going to start with the topic evolution of human society. Society, as we have already discussed, is a complex system of relationships which are diverse in nature. Society passes through various stages and undergoes enormous changes. In the most primitive stage, society was very simple and every individual lived as individualistic life, trying to know and do things about him or her alone. It means in ancient era, when it was the beginning of society, that time people live as an individual only. They are following an individualistic life. They try to know things, they try to do things, they try to perform any task alone. They do not have any company. In the primitive stage, means in very initial stage, neither they were able to organize their social life nor could they work together, means they did not work together in old time. The primitive society was a homogeneous one with simple social relationships, but as the time advanced, means as they started growing, society took the shape of complex network of social relationships, which were heterogeneous in nature. Here I have given the word meaning of homogeneity and heterogeneous. Homogeneity means the quality or state of being of a similar kind or having a uniform structure or composition throughout, but they people are not together. Next, the quality or state of being diverse in character or content. Here, it means society have different kind of people from different background with different nature with different habits and behavior. As we move to our next slide, characteristics of evolution of society means how would we know that society has grown up or society has been made up? How come? Movement from simple to complex society, homogeneity to heterogeneity, gradual and slow process.
Excuse
See,
me, ma'am. Ma'am,
okay,
your
let's
voice
see.
is breaking.
Now it's clear or not?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's clear.
Okay. Movement from simple to complex society means people were living alone gradually and slowly. They came into in form of complex society. How come? While or by making relationships with other people. An adaptation to changing environment and social context. Adaptation means getting adjusted with the changing environment. Series of related changes in social system. How? How could you say that there were changes in social system? See, first of all, people or an individual, they used to work alone. Slowly, they started getting together and started working together. This is change in social system, means individual coming to the group system. Progress towards greater size, coherence, and Definiteness. Here, coherence means the quality of forming a unified whole. Means group of people working together and showing themselves as in unity, one unit. Definiteness, the quality of being predictable with great confidence. It means if people are working together in a group or they are living in a society, then definitely they know the result of any action. Means they are very much predictable. If they are doing something wrong, then definitely they will get punishment. If they are doing something good, then definitely they will get appreciation. Society as a system of relationship. As yesterday we have already discussed, basically society is a web of social relationship. Society consists of mutual interactions and mutual interrelations of individuals, and it is also a structured formed by these relations. These relationships and societies can be defined by two approaches. Number one, functional approach. Society is defined as a complex of groups in reciprocal relationship. What is reciprocal relationship? It's two-way relationship. Give and take means if you are, simple example of reciprocation is if you are greeting someone or if you are wishing someone, then the other person simultaneously answers you. If you say good morning or good evening to him, then definitely he will reciprocate the same to you. Interacting upon one another, enabling human organism to carry on their life activities and helping each other, each person to fulfill his wishes and ac- accomplish his interest in association with other members of the group. Here, same meaning means you are into a reciprocal
Excuse me,
relationship.
ma'am. Reciprocate means like to behave towards somebody.
Not getting, I could not get you. What did you say? It means what?
To feel towards somebody the way they are feeling for us.
Yes, exactly. It's
Like
two-way
interact
relationship,
with
reciprocal
someone.
relationship. Okay. Next approach is structural
Okay,
approach.
ma'am. Thank you.
Society is the total social heritage of folkways, mores, and institutions of habits, sentiments, and ideals. In other words, the entire society could be divided into system of social relationships which are closely related to one another. Here, folkways means the way of living, thinking, and acting in a human group. Mores means the customs and the manners of a social group or culture. It means if you are from a religious family, then they have some set of customs, rituals, values, and beliefs. Definitely, you will be getting these values and qualities from your family. The entire society could be divided into system of social relationships which are closely related to one another. Here it means every individual have so many relationships in the society. In family we have parents and child relationship. Outside the family we have relatives, we have friends, we have teachers, we have mentors, we have senior junior relationships. These are a set structure of relationship. Next is characteristics of society. Society involves likeness. Here means without likeness and the sense of likeness, there could be no mutual recognition of belonging together, and therefore no society. Society exists among those who resemble one another in some degree, in body or in mind, and who are near enough or intelligent enough to appreciate the fact. Here we are talking about a mutual likings or likeness about people who are living in a
Ma'am,
society.
what
Yes.
about the ones who have feelings from one-sided?
See, here we are not talking about feeling of liking someone. Here we are talking about likeness means people have same uh, hobbies or same.
Ma'am, when it will be a mutual.
Not, no, 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 no. It's not between, it is not about between two people. It is about something like behavioral likeness. See, here we can take the example of people who have same eating habits. Like people who are non-vegetarian, and they have a group for for meetings and for seminars and for any other formal or informal gathering. They gathered in a place and they ordered food of their likeness. This is likeness about something. This is not liking about someone. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Means this is not an individual feeling about someone else. This is likeness.
Like it's about clothes, food.
It's about eating habits, it's about hobbies. See, there is a group of youth who are involved into bike racing, so they have likeness or liking about bike racing. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Means, huh.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
So we also build a group of students, right? We have the same interests of learning.
Exact same interest. I was not getting the exact word. Here is the word interest. Same interest. Likeness means same interest. Okay. Next point is society involves differences. Though likeness serve as the basis, society also depends on differences. In human society, different individuals complement each other or one another, and there is a meaningful social interaction. In our society, there is an indefinite interplay of likeness and differences both, like healthy debate about some topics, healthy conversation about an event or any subject. Here, we can take the example of healthy debate on the topic of women empowerment, or 33% reservation, or 30% or 50% reservation for women in every field of life, in employment, in education, in parliament, everywhere. Now, few people are in support of this topic, of this subject, and few are in oppose of this topic. They have healthy debate on this. Why should we follow these rules of reservation, and why should we not follow the rule of this reservation? So here, liking or likeness, this is the basic, and differences depends on interest. Got it? Means
Yes, ma'am.
we have liking
Yes,
and
ma'am.
disliking for a subject, for a system, for any topic also. Means we have people in our support also, and we have people in our opposition also, right? Difference subordinate to likeness. Here the point I have said, that likeness or interest is a main point, and disinterest or disliking or difference is subtopic. Society needs likeness and differences, or similarities and dissimilarities. While difference is necessary to society, difference by itself does not create society. See, if everywhere if we have negativity or disliking or differences, then there would not be any group available or any society available. We make society or group according to the interest, according to the same interest, same goals, same objectives, right? According to that our positiveness, we have some differences. Important to define opposition, because support system is already available. Here we can take the example of democratic country, where we choose our leaders or government by election. In India, we have BJP ruling government. Means BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, has won the election, and they have formed the government, right? But simultaneously, in parliament, we have opposition also. If government of India decided or decides to follow or apply some rules or some act in for the society, then it is the duty of opposition to question about it. Got my point? Means we have support system. By the support system only, the winning party has formed the government, but there is opposition is also available, which is equally important. Got it or not? This point is clear or not?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. Next is interdependence in society. In addition to likeness, interdependence based on cooperation is yet another essential element to constitute the society. No society can exist without the interdependence of its unit. Member of society should be interdependent and should cooperate with each other for the smooth running of the society. Here we can take the example of our daily routine life. See, we all live in a society. If we start with our daily routine, in morning we need newspaper to read. How would we get newspaper? Via newspaper agency and delivery boy or delivery person of that particular news agency, right? We depend on news agencies and delivery person for the newspaper. Same the case with milkman. For morning tea or morning coffee, we required milk. Either we have to go to the shop to buy the milk, or a milkman deliver the milk or delivers the milk to our doorstep. Again, we are depending on someone. We are going to our
Ma'am,
office,
like we cannot see that.
means everybody is dependent to another person for our daily routine life. Anybody can give example? Can anybody give another example of interdependency?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can't learn without your teaching, right?
right. Another or koi? Anyone else?
And for the milk, someone have to feed and care about the cows and make the milk delivered to the supermarket.
Yes, very true. Next is
And we
multiplicity of relationship. Yes, tell me.
and
You were raising the hand.
work do
Next point is multiplicity of relationships. Society consists of numerous social relationships, which may be hundreds or thousands of types. There are as many as 15 relationships based on age, sex, and generation in a family alone. Outside the family, there is no limit to the number of possible social relationships. Social relationships are as varied as society is complex. In our family, we
Ma'am,
have relationship between mother and mother son, mother daughter, father son, father daughter. We have uncle, aunts, parents, grandparents, siblings, right? In society, we have friends, teacher, students, junior, senior. How would you define a person as your junior? By his position in workplace, or if you are a student, then by his class standard. If you are in 10th standard and he is in ninth standard, then definitely he is 1 year junior to you in your school, right? Same the case with senior. So we have multiple relationships in family also and society also. In family, we have uncle aunt from our mother side also, from our father side also. Same the case with set of grandparents from mother side also, from father side also. Got it? Next point is individual and the society. Society consists of individuals who are social by nature. It explains that individual and society are interdependent. The relationship between them is not one sided. Both are essential for the comprehension of either. Here we are talking about the relationship between an individual and the society. Got it? Few points are there. Human beings are social by nature. As we say, man is a social animal by nature and he cannot afford to live alone. No human being is known to have developed normally in isolation. Means he cannot get developed or progressed in isolation. Isolation means staying alone. Individuals learn social habits and acquire social qualities by living in the presence of others. Here we can take the example of our first family. We get social habits and acquire social qualities. Here we include our eating habits, our behavior, our way of living. We learn all these things from our parents. Here, I can give you my own example. My family is a pure vegetarian family. We do not eat non-veg. So, I have learned it from my parents. My parents also do not have non-veg. See, in next generation or in same generation, there are some changes, but still we learn our behavior, values, qualities, and eating habits from our family, first family. Next point is necessity makes human being social. Here it means every individual have some needs of food, shelter, and clothes, which are fulfilled by others. Basic necessities. See, there is a newborn child. He gets food from his mother, shelter by parents, clothes by parents. In growing age also, until unless he starts earning, he get these things from parents only. Many of individuals' needs will remain unsatisfied if they do not have the cooperation of their fellow beings. Here, fellow beings means your family members. The importance of society for physical and mental development is obvious, and no individual can become human being unless he lives in a society. Here we are taking family and we are talking about family as a small society. Our basic needs are fulfilled by our first family only. Next is society determines personality. It is not just for the survival and fulfillment of needs that man lives in the society, but he lives in society for his all round mental and intellectual development also. Society preserves our culture and transmit it to succeeding generation, means coming generation or next generation. The cultural heritage which an individual imbibe by living as a member of the society directs the personality. Here again, we can take the example of a person who is a practicing Hindu. Chanting of Gayatri Mantra, some shlok or prayers learned from the family, because in very early age it is inculcated by the parents, by the family, by the grandparents. So these chanting of Gayatri Mantra or prayers or shloka, these are not basic needs. These are mental and intellectual development. Intellectual in terms of getting education. Here, by doing these activities, he is getting religious education. Here we can take another example of school system or college, school and college system or educational institute. Education is not the basic necessity. Basic necessities are food, shelter, and clothes. After that, education is coming. So, mental development and intellectual development dependent on education system of our society. It shapes the personality. Next point is socialization. Socialization means the process whereby an individual become a functioning member of the society. The individual becomes socialized by learning the rules and practice of social group. By this process, the individual develops a personality of his own. Socialization also refers to transmission of culture because man shares it with others as a common culture. It is equally essential for individual and for the society also. One hand, socialization helps the individual to gain social acceptance and status by learning social way of functioning. On the other hand, process of socialization helps the society to ensure its smooth and uniform continuity. See, when we talk about individual, we know he, person is a social animal, living in society, living with people, interacting with others, good relationship with others, sometimes conflicts also, fight also. All these things are part of society. But when we talk about society, so process of socialization helps society to ensure its security, uniformity, and smooth functioning. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, agencies of socialization. The process of socialization begins at birth and continues until the death of the individual. Many agencies become operational in the life of any person during his lifetime, and he learns lots of things from these agencies. These agencies are: number one, family. A child is born into the family where it is nurtured and looked after by its parents and immediate relatives. Parents with whom the child enjoys physical proximity during its childhood are the ones to socialize the child first. He learns speech and language from his parents. Here we can take the example of some languages, regional language, English, or any other language. Child learns that language from his parents because in very early age, by birth only, they start talking to him or her in that language only. In English, we call a newborn child baby. Oh, my baby, you are so lovely. In Hindi, we say, oh, mera pyara bachcha. We say so, right? See, I know only these two languages, so I can give you example in these two languages only. In Bangla, they have some other words for newborn child. Child gets the first lesson of love, affection, cooperation, tolerance, and sharing from family only. So, family works as the foundation for the socialization process of an individual. Means everything, the feeling of love, sharing, cooperation, affection, tolerance, everything child learns from the family. Second agency is religion. Religion molds and directs the behavior of people by laying down behavior standards for its followers. What is religion? Basically, it's a system of belief, values, rituals, and custom with reference to the sacred and binds people into social group. Here, we can take the example of some religious group or some religion. Like Hindu, we perform puja. All family members perform morning puja together. Same the case with namaz. Namaz can be performed individually also or in group also. Part. In Sikh community, they have the concept of part. People perform part. They chant something which is according to their religion. So here we can say religion or practice of any religion inculcate the value of custom, rituals, and beliefs. Next is peer group and friends. The relationship between a child and his friends is that of mutual give and take, and it is based on cooperation and understanding. Since friends are mostly of similar age, the relationship is that of equality between them. From his friends, a child gets so many things. First, he acquires cooperative morality and some of the informal aspects of cultures like fashion sense, craziness about something, modes, modes of gratification, and some other informations which are necessary from the social point of view. First of all, they learn about sharing, and they learn about equality because they all are in same age group. Next agency is educational institutes. The learning that an individual obtains from schools, colleges, and other educational institutes with the help of textbook, teachers, experiments plays a crucial role in his life. School is the first place where an individual as a child learns discipline and formal way of adjusting with others because they have number of children in the school. Example, optimum development of one's ability and skills in sports, music, arts, and craft. Here we can take the example of any student who is good in physics. See, if he gets good marks in exams, then definitely parents will come to know that their child is good in physics. But what exactly he is learning is judged by the teacher. Only a teacher or mentor can say by the behavior of the student, by the by the help of the interest of the student, that this student can do something good in the field of physics. This is what optimum development of one's ability. And here we can take another example of a person who is interested in sports. Suppose someone is playing, or someone is good in cricket, playing cricket. How a, a teacher or parents will come to know about it? When he will play in a team, then only the coach of that team can judge while playing the cricket match that this person is good in batting or bowling or fielding. His skills and abilities can be judged by these kind of institutes only. Our next agency is profession and employment. Work or profession has a major role to play in molding the behavior of an individual. Individual brings about changes in his life in accordance with his aspiration for a job. And once the job is achieved, there are many more changes which follow. Profession socializes the individual by inculcating sense of competition, hard work, and cooperation in him. Here we can take the example of freshers. Any individual who has just passed out from the institution, from the college, gets placement. After joining the company or the agency, they convert their bookish knowledge into practical one and learn how to deal with the people. See, in our job place or workstation, we do, initially in day one we do not have friends, we do not have family or relatives. Gradually we develop the relationship of friendship or relationship with them, though it's not, we are not emotionally involved, but professional relationships. Another example of converting bookish knowledge into practical one is, here we can take the example of any software engineer. He learned coding in college. While studying, he has done some practicals also, lab work also. But the actual experience he will get while doing the job only. And while performing his job, while doing his job, he will learn how to deal with the people. He will learn how to take instructions from the seniors. He will learn how to cooperate with colleagues, with co-workers. This is the agency of socialization, which is known as profession and employment. Got it? Or
Yes,
any
ma'am.
other example I need to give? Or this point is clear? Okay. Our next point is state. State, it is an authoritarian agency that formulates law, which, in other words, lays down code of conduct for the people. Laws set by the state, for example, traffic rules, property rules, income tax rules. These, if there is a violation of these laws, punishment is given to those who disobey these norms. These laws are set or defined by our constitution. See, in traffic laws or traffic rules, there is a rule of compulsion of helmet. While riding a bike, if we do not use helmet and traffic police catch us, then definitely we'll get the penalty. We have to pay something or we'll get the punishment. Same the case with income tax law. There are different slabs of income tax. We have to pay income tax according to our income, our salary. Apart from these agencies, there are n number of agencies which are not legal, but they are available in societies like neighbors, neighborhood, relatives, institution of marriage, cultural institutions such as art and literature. They also play decisive and important role in the life of an individual. Here we can take the example of hobby classes. Apart from our family and school, generally at teen age we join hobby classes to learn particular art like painting, sketching, drawing. We make friends over there. It means we are socializing there. The activity of socialization is performed over there. How come? We are talking to some people who have joined the same hobby classes. Same the case with literary group also. Clear? Next point is types of socialization. Mainly we have four types of socialization. Primary socialization, it is the most essential and basic type of socialization. It takes place in the early years of our life or any individual or a newborn baby. For example, families, neighbors, and peer groups. Second type of socialization is anticipatory socialization. It is such a process whereby men socialize themselves into culture of a group with the anticipation of joining that group. In each developmental stages, society expects certain kind of behavior modification, whichever group the individual belongs to. Example, if a student joins law group or law school and learns about legal system and how to behave as a lawyer. See, he is he already belong to a primary group, which is his family. Here we can take the example of an advocate, Advocate Mr. Mahajan, right? Mr. Mahajan has just entered into a law school after his 12th standard, after passing his 12th standard. Now he has already socialized, or he has activity of socialization in primary group, which is his family, friends, neighbor, school also, right? Now he is getting into another type of socialization where he will learn about legal system of our country, and after completing this course, or while completing this course, he learns how to behave as a lawyer. Another example, UPSC, Union Public Service Commission. It should be C, not E. UPSC training centers train students how to conduct themselves in different situations. It means UPSC aspirants appear in UPSC exams, get selected, and get into the training centers. They have already completed their education. Now they are learning how to conduct themselves as, or according to their position in different situations. Got it? Next is developmental socialization. This kind of learning is based on the achievement of primary socialization. It builds on already acquired skills and knowledge as the adult progresses through new situation. These require new expectations, obligations, and social roles. Here we can take the example of a student or a person from a Hindi speaking background, but he learns articulate language of Hindi. Means he is developing himself. Literally, development of self. See, I can speak English, right? But I cannot be a writer because I do not have that skill of creative writing. I have already my primary socialization related to my language. But developmental socialization is what? I have to sharpen that ability to become a writer. This is a developmental process of an individual from a simple life to a professional life, writer's life. Next is re-socialization. Not only two individuals change roles within groups, but they also change membership in the different groups also. It is a change from learned patterns and substitution to the new one. It takes place when a social role is radically changed. Here we can take the example of any girl who is newly wedded. After marriage, the girl has to adapt with new culture of his spouse and relations and play the role of wife and daughter-in-law initially. Right? This is re-socialization. That girl is a mature adult he has already some roles in the society as an individual, as a daughter, as a sister, or sometimes as an aunt also. But if she gets married, then she has to change her role in her new family, which is altogether a different group or a different family. In new family, she will be playing the role of wife, daughter-in-law, sometimes aunt also. Got it? This is called re-socialization. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Ha. If someone has any question, they can ask.
Yeah, short one. If you speak
Yes.
about primary socialization, maybe it's more or less the same like the pyramid from Robert Dutz.
Not getting what are you saying? Your voice is
Okay, I
not
will
clear.
write it on the WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay. Right, right. Next point is functions of socialization, which we have already discussed while studying this concept of socialization. Number one, develops the personality of an individual, and through the process of socialization, an individual learns to make use of his full mental and physical capacities, converts biological being into social being. Next, socialization establishes uniformity in society. For number one function, we can take the example of newborn child. As a male child or a female child, he learn so many things from the family and become a social person. Socialization establish uniformity in society. It means it's provide a smooth running or functioning in the society. It helps in transmission of culture and also individuals to internalize the culture. Here it means transmission of culture. We are giving the sense of our culture, values, and beliefs, or transmitted it or forward it to our next generation by socialization. Socialization inculcates basic disciplines among the member of society. Here it means socialize by socialization. We know how to behave with the people, how to behave in the society, or basic disciplines, basic manners. It teaches the members the performance of social roles. It means every individual has given or they have some roles given by the society. They have to perform their role according to the relationship. Contributes the development of personality. Socialization can change the personality of any individual, or it affects the personality of individual. It helps in development of personality qualities also. Helps to become disciplined. It means following some rules and regulations. Helps to enact different roles. Again, a role of a teacher, role of a student, role of a mother, wife, role of a son or a daughter. Provides the knowledge and skills. Again, we get knowledge, skills, information by the socialization in our agency of educational institutions. Helps to develop right aspiration in life. It means by the socialization we can choose our future or career in our life, right aspiration. By so many ways of socialization, we can come to know about what would be good for us, what subject we should opt, what career we should choose, or in what activity we are good in. Stability in the social order. It means it helps us to maintain the structure of the society, social order, helps to reduce social distance. Socialization is a sort of making communication, relationship, interaction with other people. So it will help to reduce the social distance. See, if we have extended family and on and off we talk to them to know about their well-being, it reduces our social distances. Next, provides scope for building the bright future. Again, by socialization only, we will come to know about n number of things available in the society which can be good for our future, bright future. Here, you can take the example of any city where we have any art group or any performing art group. Parents want to join these groups or they ask their kids to join these groups. They make sure that kids should go there on regular basis. Now, after some time, they will come to know by the coach or by the instructor that your child is good in this particular art. He have good scope in this area. He can be a good, he can get good opportunities, good career scope in this area. What is this? This is a building of bright future. Next is social process. Next point is, or next topic is social processes. The term social processes refers to repetitive forms of behavior which are commonly found in social life. It is important for students to be aware of the major social processes found in all groups and societies. The most frequent classification of major social processes is in terms of cooperation, competition, conflicts, accommodation, and assimilation. Here in this PPT, I have given the word meaning of these terminologies or these terms. Cooperation. It is the action or process of working together to the same end. Means people are working together to achieve some goal with each other. This is known as cooperation. Competition. Competition is the activity or condition of striving to gain or win something by defeating or establishing superiority over others. Here it means you want to establish yourself one up over others. Then only you will win the competition. Next is conflict, a serious disagreement or argument, typically a protected one act on even thoughts or decision making or anything. This is called conflicts. Means you have some other feelings or some other thought process about something and your colleague or your friend do not have the same feeling as you have. So here it is a serious disagreement on something. With friends, you start arguing. You start fighting with family, with parents, you start arguing, you start fighting. But in case of workstation, it would be a sort of debate. It would be sort of healthy conversation where you people are interacting about something and you are discussing merits and demerits, profit and loss, or qualities or disquality or any other thing or demerits about that particular thing or thought. Accommodation, a convenient arrangements or a settlement or a compromise. Here, accommodation means activity of adjusting yourself in any situation. Assimilation, the process of taking in and fully understanding information or ideas. The process of becoming similar to others by taking in or using their customs and culture. As we move to our next slide, social interaction. Social interaction involves communication, contacts between social relationships like parents-child relationships, sibling relationships, relatives relationship, student-teacher relationship, employer-employee relationship, junior-senior friends relationships. Got it? Social interaction means you are talking to your colleagues, your parents, your siblings, relatives, colleagues, and co-workers. Means you are involving yourself in your social relationship. This is called social interaction. Forms of social interaction. Number one, conflict. Conflict is an ever present process in human relations, as the process of seeking to obtain rewards by eliminating or weakening the competitors. Example, parents child conflicts on dressing. Parents want parents want child to be dressed in ethnic attire, but child wants to follow the modern dressing sense. Here we have two types of conflicts. Direct conflicts. Conflicts occur on the spot, or argument occur or problem occurs on the spot and get solved immediately. Here we can take the example of football match or cricket match. Suppose two teams are playing and one person get out or clean bowled in a cricket match, but umpire is not ready to make him out from the team or out from the match. Now what? The team who is performing bowling, they appeal. Here what happened? Conflict occurs immediately on the spot, and within few minutes of discussion it gets solved also. This is direct conflict. Now indirect conflict. Indirect conflicts take long time to get solved. Here we can take the example of migration. One family gets transferred from one city to another city for employment. Now the members of those families are not able to cope up with the environment of new city. Environment, here we are talking about weather. Here I can give you the example of any North Indian person, Delhi person, or person who is staying in Delhi gets transferred to Chennai or get transfers to Mumbai. Now weather of Mumbai is not suiting him or is not suitable for him. So he is struggling with the weather of that city. This is indirect conflict. right? It is not occur on the spot. It takes time, and it takes time to get solved also. Slowly and gradually, that person will become habitual of that weather. This is indirect conflict. Next topic is competition. Competition, as we have already discussed, it is the activity or condition of striving to gain something or win something by defeating someone or by establishing oneself superior over others. Competition is the struggle of possession of rewards which are in limited supply, like money. Here, good salary, goods, property and materialistic things, rewards and recognition, trophy and medals. We win trophy and medals in competition only. Status and power, directly related to position and promotion. While getting promotion, if you get good position also, a good salary also, then it will fulfill your so many desires. Love anything. Here, capacity of buying. Again, as I explained, getting promotion and increment can fulfill your so many desires of getting new clothes, means it's increasing your capacity of buying. You are buying property or materialistic things. We can hear, we can say about gadgets and electronic items. By the competition only, we can get rewards. Next is cooperation. Man cannot associate without cooperating or without working together in the pursuit of like or common interest. Two types of cooperations are there. Direct cooperation. Under this category, we include all those activities in which people do like doing things together. Example, playing together, worshipping together, going for a picnic, going for an outing. Indirect cooperation. Under this category, we include all those activities in which people do tasks to achieve some objectives, aims, targets, and goals. Here, the principle of division of labor comes to fulfill the task. We can take the example of organizing an event of theater festival in a college or youth festival or a cultural activity in the college. Now, group of people available to work together. Everybody has they have own their everybody has their own responsibility, his or her own responsibility to fulfill the task. Suppose there is a group of 30 people and they are organizing a cultural activity in the college. Now they make different committees, welcome committees, parking committees, stage committee, food committee. Now, what happened? If chief guest is invited, welcome committee, the members of welcome committee, either 3 or 4, they will be available in main gate of the institution. They receive their chief guest along with the director or principal or with teachers, and welcome him and take him to the sitting area. Now, stage committee. Stage committee will organize the stage activity. Like there is a person who will do comparing. He will announce about the programs one by one. Committee working in green room. This committee will inform or will coordinate with different programs people, means people who are going to perform in the stage one by one. They will call them, they will inform them that now it's your turn, next is another one turn. Parking committee, n number of people are coming to see this event. Parking committee will work in parking area and make sure that parking should be available for everyone. They will help guests, students, and teachers to park the vehicle in proper way. Food committee people will do the arrangement of snacks and drinks, cold drinks. It is their responsibility. Now, the main objective, the main goal is to make successful this event or to organize this event in full manner. Every committee is depend on another one. They are working together to achieve some goal. Understand the meaning of indirect cooperation, or should I give another example? Tell me. It is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next point is assimilation. This is the process of taking in and fully understanding information or ideas. The process of becoming similar to others by taking in and using their customs and culture. I have one example which is already available in PPT. The process of assimilation is nicely illustrated in the Americanization of European immigrants. This is the case of refugees or migrant people. Arriving in great numbers between 1850 and 1913, many of them settled in immigrant colonies in the northern cities. Within these ethnic colonies, called Little Italy, Little Poland, or so on, they practiced much of their native European culture while absorbing some of the American culture also. The immigrant parents often sought to transmit European culture to their children, while the children generally sought to become American as rapidly as possible. You understand this example or not? Or should I give you another example? I'll give you another
Ma'am, can you please
example.
give another example?
Yeah, another example of migrant people. See, there is a family staying in Bangalore, right? Husband, wife, and two children, two kids. Total four members in the family. Husband is, or the male member of the family is working with a software industry. He's a software developer. He gets the opportunity to work in USA. Kids are very young. They are at the age of 2 and 4. Now, this person gets the opportunity, overseas opportunity, in same field only, working as a software engineer. He shifted there along with the family. So now all the 4 members of the family have shifted to USA. Gradually, with age, the kids of this family get admission in the school in USA. Right? Now they can speak their native language also, which could be Hindi or Tamil or Telugu, right? And there they speak English. Now, parents, the husband and wife, they want to inculcate the native values, the basic values and beliefs in children. Means they want to teach them Gayatri Mantra, their shlok, their prayers, performing puja in the morning, right? And same eating habits also. Having um curd rice, dosa, or idli sambar, or whatever the food they have. In home or in family time, parents are teaching them their values and they are getting it. They are imbibing these values, right? But in the school, they have American system. They do different kind of prayer over there. They do have different kind of food over there. Now, what is happening? Children are getting 2 types of values. One is their native culture, and the second one is culture of that another country. So kids are assimilating both kind of customs and culture with full understanding and information. Got it or not?
Yes,
Generally
Yes,
ma'am.
we
ma'am.
Like they are
yeah,
living with
generally
both the culture.
yes. So they are getting the values and beliefs of USA culture also. How come? Because they are getting this information from the school only.
Yes, ma'am.
So here they are taking it in a right way. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
If they stay in India, maybe they will not celebrate Christmas at home, right? They will not celebrate Easter at home. They will not celebrate Halloween at home. Christmas generally in school only we have in India, right? We have Christmas celebration in school. As a practicing Hindu, we do not have that culture of celebrating Christmas at home, right? But but if they are
Ma'am, I
staying
can't
in
hear you.
USA, then they are celebrating their own festivals also and the other festivals also. Got it? Now clear the point of assimilation.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. As we move to our next topic, this is social control. Social control is the process of a group regulating itself according to its beliefs, principles, and values. Social control means the way in which the entire social order coheres and maintains itself, how it operates as a whole, as a changing equilibrium, means physically balanced state, not doing anything wrong with anybody, maintain the legal system. Modes of social control. Number one, social control through socialization. People are controlled mainly by being socialized so that they fill their roles in expected ways. through habits and preferences. Habits and customs are great standardizers of behavior within a group. Here we can take the example of family. Respecting elders, greetings and wishing in soft voice. This value inculcated by the family. This value inculcated by the family members and relatives, by the elders. Now, this person would be known as a humble person, a mannered person, a very disciplined person in the society. Social control through group pressure. Two types of group: primary group, as we have already studied, inculcating values and beliefs by first family, and secondary group, schools, learning, sharing and maintaining discipline. These things, these values of sharing and discipline is learned in the school only. School is a secondary group. So means number one, social control through socialization by any sort of society. So we have taken the example of first family. Second point is social control through group pressure. See, if a child misbehave with siblings or elders or grandparents, then definitely he will get punished by the parents. Parents are inculcating the value of respect in the child. Second, discipline, maintaining the behavior in public. It would be learned in the school because there are n number of students are available there. N number of teachers are available there. Next is social control through force. With larger populations and more complex cultures, formal governments, laws, and punishments are developed. In family, it is practical enough to exercise control over every member. As we have discussed, parents control the behavior of the child. But in a town of thousands of people, it would be impossible to keep tab on each person informally. Here we are talking about a big group, like a town or a city where thousands of people are staying or living. So it would not be possible for police system or any head of the association to keep tab or keep an eye on everybody. So for these we have, or to social control, we have our government. We have some kind of rules. If we disobey or violate any rule, then we get punished. Here we can take the example of violence in UP. Police put up posters of suspects in public. Anybody have any idea about this case study? I have not mentioned it in the PPT. I think everybody read newspaper. When people were protesting against CAA, then n number of social gathering were organized. Do you know about it or not?
No, I don't know what CAA.
No, this is in India only. This is
Yes, I heard, ma'am. I know.
Who will explain it? Tell me. Or a case of stone pelting in Kashmir.
Ma'am, CA means to give citizenship to 5 or 6 communities
See,
like Sikh, Hindu, or
no. Here we can take the example of Do not go for CAA or any other thing. We are just taking the example of violence in UP or violence in any city. Violence in terms of rights, public gathering, public rally, which are not allowed by the government. Right? At the time of riots, people perform some illegal activities like burning public properties, damaging public properties, or stone pelting on police force. Right? Have you heard about it?
Yeah, we have seen in Kashmir, ma'am.
Yes, stone pelting in Kashmir also, and
Yeah,
sometimes in
yeah.
UP also.
Yeah,
Now, what
we
the
see it
police
also
force
in
has
Kenya.
done, right? Police force investigate each and every activity during that time, look for CCTV camera, get the clips, get the images of people who were involved in that particular event, and they put up posters of suspects in public and appeal public that if you know these people, then inform, or if you have any idea about these people, please inform the police. Have you heard about this case or not? Means getting suspect or getting criminal by the help of CCTV and by the appeal of public, general public also.
Yeah, it's the same in Germany. Thank you.
Yes, now you got the point. So this is the social control through force. Means government of India or government of any country has set some rules, laws, regulations for the conduct of general people, which everybody has to follow, like traffic rules. Every citizen of India or every citizen of any country should follow the traffic rule. If you violate that rule, then traffic police can catch you. Suppose he will not be, or the traffic police person will not be able to catch you on the spot, then he will go for CCTV camera scanning. Excuse me. By the help of CCTV camera, he will come to know about the person who violated the rule and give punishment. So here people are controlled by force, controlled through force by putting some law, rules and regulations. Clear?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Okay.
If you have any query, you can ask me.
Ma'am,
Yes, tell me.
um, I want that presentation recording of that BSW
You
121, which you.
Yes, you will get it. Give me some time. I will send it to
Okay, okay, okay,
Sakina
ma'am.
and she will share it
Uh,
with you all. Okay?
okay, okay,
And
okay.
his
Thank you, ma'am.
PPT
Thank you very much, ma'am.
presentations also you will get. Anyone
Okay,
else?
okay.
Ma'am,
Thank you,
share
ma'am.
in the group, ma'am.
Yeah, not getting. What are you saying?
Ma'am, share in WhatsApp group.
Sharing WhatsApp group. You are not added in this group?
Yeah, I have included. Ma'am.
You are not in the group, WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I'm in the group.
So what do you want? You want these PPT presentations in WhatsApp group?
Yeah.
Okay, I will try to give you tomorrow or maximum day after tomorrow. Would it be okay? Anyone else?
If you do so, maybe you can also put on a WhatsApp group the videos and recaps from the sessions before.
I could not get you. Please repeat it once again.
Okay. I miss some workshops from the beginning of October because the IGNU was too low for my sign-in, and so I miss
Okay.
you, and I really appreciate receiving the recap and the
Yes,
slide.
you will get these
Okay.
PPT presentations by mail
Oh,
also. Okay?
oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else?